Hi, thank you for watching a new video blog. Today from Muscat in Oman. And behind me, the Royal Opera House. A lovely, beautiful building that reminds me a lot of the city of Trani in Italy.
I woke up in Muscat, digital nomad flare. My SIM card in the sunrise called a prayer in the air. Yesterday Marrakesh, tomorrow maybe Tbilisi. Every border is open when your office fits in a backpack. You see, this is my life, my love, my open sky. I take the best of each culture and fly to Omani dates and Georgian Wi-Fi. Bedouin stars become mine. I carry no flag, yet the whole earth feels like home. From the souks of Muscat to the mountains of the moon, every culture leaves a thrill. I wear on my costume. I am the wind, I am the wave. Digital heart online, job brave. This freedom, this love, this endless dawn is the most beautiful life I've ever known.
Now, one great benefit of being a digital nomad is that you can take the good things from every culture that you visit. I noticed that when I went to different countries, for example Italy, I noticed that I took the things home with me that I enjoyed. For example, I saw that in Italy people really take time to sit down with each other, sometimes even just in the kitchen, and they will make some little snacks and drinks, and they can talk and talk for hours. And this is something that I really enjoyed in Italy. And I saw that Dutch people really don't do this too much. They often are in a rush, they don't have time, they have strict agendas to follow. And I loved the fact that in Italy they don't have this. They really care about being social with each other, enjoying time with each other, chatting, eating a little snack. It felt like a relief from the strict Protestant Dutch culture that I grew up in. Now, I'm not saying that everything is bad about that culture, because there are also good things that I want to preserve from my Dutch heritage, my Dutch Protestant heritage. But the thing that I didn't really enjoy in Dutch Protestant culture is that, they want to do things efficiently. Time for chats and snacks, it's not really part of their Calvinistic culture. They think that it's just wasting your time. In a way, there's something good about that, but in another way, I found it more natural the way the Italians lived. And I took that from Italian culture, because I visited Italy so much and I got to see different places, the north, the south, even Sicily I visited multiple times. I saw this common cultural behavior that I really enjoy. That they spend a lot of time together, friends, family, just take it all a little bit easier. They enjoy also the little moments. It's just so simple. I saw it also in Spain. In the evening in summer, groups of young people, they wouldn't go to festivals like in the Netherlands, or to bars like in England where they drink. No, they will just sit on carpets that they bring along, and they will sit there and they will have some snacks, have a drink, and they will chat for hours and hours and hours. I really loved that. That simpler life, more outdoors. It was amazing to see, and I brought that home. I said, this is something great about Spanish culture. I bring that home. I've been living in Madrid for a while, and I love that. And for example, German culture has also taught me a lot. I find the German culture way more polite. I'm from the Netherlands and we are very direct. Now Germans are way more subtle. They would not, say everything they think or feel, and they are, in my opinion, I find them way easier to get along with. While the Dutch have always a strong opinion on everything. I think that they're often very rude, also amongst each other. I got, it was disturbing to me. They always want to push you down a little bit, and they do it in a sort of funny way, but it's always, the Germans don't do this. They show more distance, but also more respect in that regard. They are just softer, in my opinion, because they're more polite and respectful. I find the Dutch culture not very respectful. They, like I say, they're very brash. They are very rude, not everywhere, but in general, especially in the Randstad. It's a part of the Netherlands where they have this tendency a lot. I learned from the Germans, as a digital nomad, how to be more respectful, polite, less rude, more indirect. And also, when you have a conversation, don't bring up things that will stir up emotions like the Dutch do. They will directly want to talk about politics, and Germans don't do that. Italians also, by the way, not. So I learned that from these countries, to not have this in your discussion. You can do this with somebody that you trust, but don't do this with who are so familiar with. And Dutch think that because they're so open, that everybody wants to have this discussion with them about politics. But Germans will keep this, really between very, very close friends. Yeah, that is something that I learned from the German culture. Now there's also things as a digital nomad that you will discover that you don't take with you. You, of course, will pick the best things from each culture and you will incorporate it in your life. And you will leave out the things that will not be making your life better, or what you think like, oh, this is a weakness in that culture. I'm not going to name them here about the cultures I just mentioned, but they have, of course, also a weakness in their culture. Don't bring those in your, of course, not in your life. You pick the ones that you think are positive, and you try to live by them. And that's a benefit of being a digital nomad, because you have the opportunity to get to know these cultures on a very personal level often. And most people don't have this opportunity. They stay in their own culture, which is fine, but as a digital nomad you have a chance to grow as a person by learning from other cultures and by taking the best from that culture, like really a eclectic collection of good behaviors. And you make it your own, and in that regard you grow as a person, and you will. I think it's a very good thing. I've seen my character develop over the years by traveling to other countries, meeting with Germans, Italians, Swiss, Ukrainian people, everywhere, African people, Asians. It gave my life more depth, it gave my character also, I think, more depth. I have a better understanding of human connections, how you connect with other humans. And I think I have also took some of the skills that I've learned from other cultures, made them my own. So that is a great benefit of being a digital nomad. Now, I'm here in Oman, in Muscat. I haven't already seen things that I want to incorporate. Maybe I did, but I will mostly see them later. In hindsight, I will discover I was like, oh yeah, that was great in Oman. The way they did this, or the way they talk like that, or how they, it's something that you will find out later. I'm not arriving here and saying, oh, that's cool, and that not. It will take some time. You will also need some time to get to know the culture, but you can already in a short stay pick out very good behaviors, very good cultural elements, and take them with you as a digital nomad. So that was it for today from Muscat, Oman. I say thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you next time.